All right, the current excuse for Tyson Fury putting on a bad performance with Francis Ngannou. Some of Fury's people, manager, whatever, goes on to say that the reason why Tyson Fury put on a bad performance is because of lack of sleep. They say he didn't sleep for 3 days, and that's the reason he had such a bad performance. It's not just Tyson Fury that is taking a bat and, trying to make up stories or get you to remember what they are to boxing. I mean, let's face it. This is why I said they didn't want Anthony Joshua to fight Francis Ngannou in the first place. They didn't want him to go get what Tyson Fury lost. Okay? Because it would put a lot of things back in question. And all it did was it questioned all of boxing. Not just the loss of the MMA fighter, but it questioned how could have boxing sit up here and praise this man to the point that you would think that he deserves to be compared or even put above a fighter like Muhammad Ali. A fighter who would have no problem getting in the ring with any of the fighters that Tyson Fury has hesitated to. How were they able to shoot him up that high and beyond a legend just based off fighting a one-trick pony? Which was a cherry pick, let's not forget. Which he also felt the need to cheat against, let's not forget. And I don't want to get back and forth to the controversy of Tyson Fury cheating, because I figured out why you can't put your finger on Tyson Fury actually cheating. I figured out why. Because everybody will turn a blind eye to what they know is cheating if the person that they're cheating against looks the right kind of way and fits the bill. Because like I said, he couldn't pull none of that shit off with Usyk. Everybody be on it. He couldn't go in there with no floppy glove or nothing like that. He couldn't be on there with no long count or nothing like that. It wouldn't be throwing no towel over the camera and getting the WBC president to lie for you. They're not going to go for that with Usyk. But when you're somebody like Deontay Wilder, that can happen. Because the image of beating somebody like Deontay Wilder and the image of Fury doing it is more important than the rules of boxing and this, that, and the third, if you follow me. This is why for beating that kind of opponent right there, which, let's face it, he's been called we don't need to talk about Wilder. Which is why beating that kind of opponent right there put him so high up. Because it's the belief of wanting to see somebody who looks like Fury in a dominant position that is usually ruled by minorities. It's the politics of boxing. Okay? We as fans, we watch it from a fan combat perspective. But you have to understand, the visual is what's weaponized and used, from down to selling it to you to getting you to believe certain stuff. Now we all have to look and say, what the hell were these people talking about? But the real question you have to ask yourself is, why did they do it? They did it because of what it could represent and how it looks. For the same thing that I said in other videos, which got taken down twice, by the way. I pointed something out that was very obvious, and I used one of the best comparisons that you ever could use. And that's why they got angry and took it down. Because I told you, if they can't be honest with you about geography, what makes you think they're going to be honest with you about anything else? It's about the perception of somebody being bigger and badder when they're really not. This is where boxing gets crossed up. You know what I'm saying? This is where sports get crossed up, but especially the sport of boxing. Because today, the sport is still used in some form or manner to establish who is the so-called superior man on the planet. Like I said, I know we boxing fans, our head is not there, but that don't mean that you're not caught up in this current, because we all are. And if everything I said is not true, then how do you get elevated to Ali level for beating somebody like Wilder? Joshua couldn't beat Wilder and get elevated up there. Could he? But look at all that. He's beat 10 top 10 opponents. There's no comparison to nothing like that. And the fact that you just seen this guy who they tried to tell you would have beat Ali get put on his ass by a so-called novice MMA fighter, green, first time out, and he gets put on his ass, and Anthony Joshua sends him to sleep. Now they have to roll that back up and come up with excuses. Well, he was, he didn't sleep, and what Anthony Joshua did is not that special, and this is that and the third. Well, styles make fights, and no. Skip all that. We still have to sit on the fact that you said that this man at 6'9", which he's not 6'9", that's a lie in itself, would have beat somebody like Ali. And if you're saying that, you're saying he would have beat all the greats. How is that possible? Maybe it's the same way Eminem gets elevated to the greatest of all times very easily, without a thorough examination of what it takes to be a top MC, without a thorough examine of what it takes to be a thorough heavyweight. They just get threw up there. So it exposes all of boxing and show you how it's run. We seen the elbow in the Francis Ngannou fight. We seen a 20-second long count for him. You seen the floppy glove. You seen the towel over the camera. Okay. You didn't see the referee stop the fight and check Tyson Fury's gloves. You know about the boar meat. You know about the steroids. You know about all that. But yet and still. So yes, they have to come up with 3 days sleep and something like that. Because although we are boxing fans, some of us anyway, boxing gets used for a lot of different things. And like I said, if what I said is not true, then how do you get elevated so high for beating somebody so low? You get a statue made. Hell, it revives your career. You get a television show. You're selling books. You're this, that, and the third. How? Because the image of the whole thing is what's most important. That's why it's very important for Usyk to win the fight. Because the way things is lined up, Tyson Fury is not going to have to if he beats Usyk. That's what people don't understand. They're not going to make him. They're going to do the same. If they did that with Deontay Wilder, what do you think they would do if he beat Usyk? He'll be the reincarnation of the living God. And he knows that. And since Tyson Fury is good at pimping boxing, what you think he gonna do? If last time he asked you for $500 million to fight these guys, what you think he gonna say afterwards? Tell me what you think. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm out.